motivating reasons to learn Torah and be involved in the commandments. In this week's Torah reading, we recall the story that changed the world forever. It was when God revealed himself to the entire Jewish people and gave us the 10 commandments. Now the truth is, there are 613 commandments in total. We call them mitzvahs. Interesting enough, if you were to ask someone, what is a mitzvah? They might respond, well, it's a good deed. A mitzvah is not only a good deed. The word mitzvah means commandment. Commandment means obligation. We don't talk about the 10 suggestions or the 10 opportunities. We say these are the 10 commandments. And commandment means that there are consequences for either performing the commandments or not performing the commandments. But that's not the most motivating reason to do the commandments. If you look at the word mitzvah, mitzvah also has a connotation of connection. The word mitzvah, the idea of a mitzvah, brings a connection between the commandor, God, and the commandee, us. And that makes sense to us, because if you have a relationship with someone, you need to know the things that please them and the things that offend them. And the same is true with God. We need to know what are the things that please God and what offends God, so to speak, and to recognize that there are consequences to those actions. Having a relationship with God might be good enough to serve as motivation to perform the commandments, but there's something even better. It says in the Talmud that before God offered the Torah to the Jewish people, he actually went to the 70 primary nations and offered the Torah to them first. The conversation went something like this. Hey nation, would you like a Torah? They said, what's in it? God says, don't steal. They said, don't steal? What are you talking about? That's how we make a living. No, we don't want the Torah. Then he goes to the next nation. He says, hey nation, do you want the Torah? They said, what's in it? He said, don't murder. They go, yo, don't murder. That's how we make a living. We don't want it. And God proceeded to speak that way to every single nation. After he would offer the Torah to the nation would say, what's in it? When he gets to the Jewish people, he says, hey Jews, would you like the Torah? And the Jewish people said, Na'aseh v'nishma. We will do the Torah and then we will understand it. Let's just stop there for a second. That does not sound very prudent. You know, we Jews kind of have a reputation, good businessmen, smart people. It seems that the other nations were a little more judicious in the acceptance of these obligations than we were. Perhaps the answer to this is found in the verses immediately preceding the story of God revealing himself to the Jewish people. The Almighty tells the Jewish people, look what I've done. I've brought you out of Egypt and the whole world is mine. And if you accept these commandments, then V'aten tiyu li mamleches kohanim v'goy kadosh. Then you will be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. Because the Almighty is telling us, I have loved you more than you could ever love your children. And I promise you that if you learn about the commandments, you perform the mitzvahs, then you will be part of a magnificent nation and you will have a magnificent destiny. I'm Rabbi Wyne, the Young Israel Ish of Las Vegas.